Hi, in this session we will learn about the basic things and we will do some exercises on basic HTML programming pages. So, how can I know that basic things in this HTML programming language? So, majorly three parts in this HTML programming. One is doc type. Doc type means pre-procedure of your web page, pre-installation of your web page you can say. And after that another part is head part. In under head part you can mention the author name of the web page and what is the metadata you are using into our web page. You can mention all those things as well as the title and related things. You can mention all the details related to metadata of web pages. You can mention in their head types. And another one is body. This is the important concept while we are doing the web programming under HTML. So, we should know what are the tags we are using under body part. So, all those things we will learn all the tags which are using under body part. So, images, slideshows, markups, marquees, anchors, links, as well as see that one part of tags BR, break, as well as the HR, this kind of tags where we do not have the end syntaxes, as well as the we have some block level codes where we can see some, suppose you want to display the table with some rows as well as columns. So, this comes under block level elements. So, another one is grouping elements. Suppose the developer wants to show the design or web content into our website, that comes under same content under different page, that kind of things comes under grouping elements. What it means? You are grouping or creating a ID in one page and same ID using under different page. This is comes under grouping of elements. Or you can see some basic browser related things. Suppose I am writing some content in HTML that is compatible with different browsers. Suppose I am creating some image in Explorer, that should not same in a Firefox, may or may not be. Maybe it can be looks like a same as well as the different, may be different. So, we need to care about the web browser versions also. Based on the web browser versions, we should know the compatibility of our tags, then only we will use the tags, and if the tags are not compatible with the browser, then how we will escape from that kind of exceptions. All those things we will learn under this part. So, here tags means end and start related things. So, tags are nested as well as the overlapped. Overlapped means comes under same tag with a different end tag. This should not exist under tags syntax, HTML syntax. So, what it means? Suppose you have created some start tag, that should end after the nested tags only. You should remember about this. So, one is the best example for nested tags is table as well as the order list. Or in order list you have to mention some order, after that you have to close that order list, then these are comes under body part. So, we should care about those things. So, other than this we should know the links. Actually link is the best thing to communicate or connect with the another page. Suppose you want to show other second page from the first page, you should mention that link page. So, while defining the link, then only you can redirect the particular page into a different page. So, what are the different elements I can create a link based on the name as well as the href, hyper related element reference, as well as the class. On based on the class I can create that, and I can use that anchor related text, and based on the text I can create a behind that URL. I will mention that URL and connect through that URL to the next page. As well as I can mention in a table also. Under table I can align some documents as well as the images as well as the context I can mention in the table. And Actually, what are the links? Links are the URLs. URL means uniform resource locators. What it means? You are connecting or redirecting one page to another page. So, you can mention the books as well as the RFCs, all those things under links only. You can easily see in our websites just like blue color things as well as some underline things as well as the red color things. These are comes under links only. So, we will do some exercise on this. Depends on styles as well as how we are using the styles under HTML, and we will do some exercise on this. So, this is the way we will do exercise. So, here you can see some header name with the some style. Here I am mentioning the style attribute under H1. H1 means header 1. So, I am creating with some color with the style tag. This is the style attribute which comes under H1 element. So, you can see here. So, HTML is the tag, body is the tag, this is the end tag of body, this is the end tag of HTML, and this is the element, or you can say the tag with the attribute of style. So, this is the way we will mention the styles under our web pages. Here you can see that comes under blue color as well as the red color, which is under paragraph. You can see that color equal to red. So, this is the exercise we did this related to styles. So, you can see that another one. So, this is the way we will do some exercises, and before doing some programming under HTML, we should know some terms, and we should know how can I use those terms, and I should know what is the definition and how can I use that web term into my HTML. So, all the related to web terminology. Once you know about this terminology, you can easily do the programming related to any programming, not only HTML. You can do ASP, PHP, all those things. So, you should know about those web terminology. What are those basic things? We should know the basic things. First thing is www dot, World Wide Web. What it means? This is the internet. Internet will connect with the whole world. This is called World Wide Web, and HTML. Just I explained uniform markup language. You can say the hypertext markup language. You can format the text and you can do some designation on the text. So, this is comes under HTML. So, what is URL? URL is a uniform resource locator where we will connect to the pages through the web browsers. That comes under URL. And what are the tags? Just explained earlier, codes as well as the tags which are comes with the end and start tag, as well as the only one side tags, that is only with the start tag. These are the, and what is the format? Whatever the programming language you are using, you should save the pages with the formats. Suppose we are using the HTML, so pages will be saved with the .htm or .html. Suppose you are using the ASP, then .asp. Suppose you are using the JSF, save with the .java. So, these are the different formats we are using in the web programming languages. And we should know about the web browser. What is web browser? Whatever the content we are written in the files, that should display on the screen. That comes under web browser. How can do that? How it will display the content into our web page? That will pull from the web server only. So, best examples for web browser is Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Opera. These are the different web browsers nowadays we are using in web technologies. Whatever the content you are written in a program, then you can see in web browsers. You can test your programs in web browsers through the local computer. Suppose you want to show, you want to see in your website in World Wide Web, you should deploy or you should host your whole web pages into web server. From there, you have to create some public URL. Through that URL, you can access from anywhere through the internet. So, this is related to web server. Web server means where we are storing our web pages into the internet. So, we have web pages as well as we have the server. Then we have hosted URL also. Then how can I access that? We can access through the websites. What it means? Once I have the URL, I will enter that URL into our web browser, then automatically that will connect to the web server. That is called whole thing related to website only. Once you open that URL, then you can see your website in your web browser, and under that website, what you can see, whole things which you have created. What it means? Web pages, whatever the implemented language or implemented content, you can see through the web pages, and web pages are combination of web pages equal to the website. So, under web pages also we have some home pages. You can say that is a basic intro or basic starting point of your website. So, these are the basic terminology where we are while doing the web programming. But why we should do this? Why should we do this web programming? And before doing web programming, what are the basic things I should know? So, you should know the content, what type of content you want to display on your web browser. You should know about that thing. Then you have to frame or you have to plan accordingly. Based on your requirements, you have to create a content model. Based on the content model, you can show the requirements or you can show that structure into your websites. So, what it means? You should organize the structure, you should organize your content based on the topics. Suppose you are creating some college site, so you should organize with the home button as well as the students related things, as well as the lecturer related things, as well as the college related things, as well as the related to exams, this kind of thing. You should organize based on the topic. So, this is the basic things you should know before creating a websites. So, this is related to before doing the programming. I know how to do the programming and I know how to organize the topics as well as the terminology of web pages as well as the websites. So, I know all those things. Then I am going to write a web programming language using HTML. Just we should know the basic structure of the HTML. Just I have explained basic structure is what? First thing is HTML, then head tag as well as the under head tag you can mention the title, author, metadata, whatever the scripts you want to use into your website, all those things comes under head tag. After that, basic and very important tag is body part. Under body part you can mention all related to your websites, all related to animations, all those things, all the tags related to text as well as the pictures, all the things comes under body part. This is the important tags where we are using under body parts. So, best examples are normal, you can see the elements you can say the elements. H1 is a heading of 1. Heading of 1 means you want to show some content, some heading in a bold way or in a large way, then you can mention under H1 tag. Suppose you want to create some paragraph, suppose just like explain, you want to write some related to college, then about college you can mention under paragraph tag. So, these should exist, start and end tags. So, under this start and end tag you can mention the content here. So, this is called element. So, here you can see some invalid as well as valid things. Suppose you are using some good editor, then no need to worry about the invalid things. That editor can help to overcome from the exceptions. So these are the different invalid as well as the valid things. Just we know about these things. Tags comes with the start and end tags. Should not be overlapped. Overlapped means once you have started the tag and that has some orphanage tag. So orphanage tag should be closed before before closing the header tag. So we should care about that. So you can see the block diagram of the structure. You can see here doc type as well as the HTML. Under head you can see that links as well as the style related things. Suppose you want to add some script related things, that comes under head. And you can see that under body also you can see some script related things as well as the anchor related things, image related things. All those things comes under body part. Suppose you want to create some table, that is also comes under body part only. So we can we will see some example where we will use that styles as well as you can say styles as well as you can say some script where we are using under HTML page. So this is the doc type, and here you can see the whole HTML page. Under this HTML I am using style thing. So what it means? I am creating some style on our content. What is content? This is the content. So on this content I am using some style by using IDs which are related to elements. Here you can see H1 and H1. So here you can see P and P. In this way you can mention the styles and you can see same thing here in your output. Suppose I want to create some other color, then you can see like this. So you can see different colors you can mention here. So this is the way I can mention the styles into our web pages. So this is the doc type. I have explained this. Pre-processing of your directives means whatever the compatibility you are using into our web pages, this is the way the standards to apply to the document. What it means? Suppose you are using the newer version of HTML, so you can mention that as standard things, standard structure you are going to apply into your web programming language. So this is the way we will see, we will do some exercises on the basic structures. Just we learn about the basic structure of the HTML document, HTML page. So under that HTML we have 3 parts. So under 3 parts we will do some beautiful exercises, and we will show images, we will show some links, and we will redirect one page to another page, and as well as we can see some tables, as well as we can show some fonts, headings, header 1, header 2, and how can I differentiate all those things. We will do some exercises in the next chapter. So what it is exactly? So we will learn all the things related to HTML programming, and under this HTML we will learn about the introduction as well as the basic things, as well as history and what is the structure we are using under HTML. All those things we know until now. So how can I use all the tags, and I will explain here. So while doing the web program, we should know the basic things. What are those? We should know what kind of requirements and what kind of tags I can use for the requirements, and what are the basic web terminology I should know, and all those things. So coming to tags, what are the tags? Embedded codes under web pages. And tags are 2 things, 2 type of tags we are using under HTML programming. One is semantic tags as well as in the syntactic tags. What are those things? Suppose I am using some image in my web page. So I should create an element, I have to define some meaning for that element, then only I can see or I can display that particular image into our website. This is called semantic. Semantic means I am creating some meaning to the element. So same thing can be happen with the browser, happen with the developer also. So what it means, he will create some ID for particular element and he will do whatever the process he wants, whatever the functionality he wants. So based on the ID as well as the class, whatever the unique name he can mention and he can use through the web browser as well as the developer programming side. So we will learn about all those things, semantics and syntactic related tags here. So how the developer can use these things? Using the IDs as well as the some unique names. Based on the unique names, he can share the things into a different pages also. He can reuse that particular syntactic as well as the semantic tags in a different pages by creating one place, and he can use it anywhere. So this is the basic things to semantic tags. So under semantic tags, best example is div. Div means this is the deviation of the particular page. So for particular page, he will create a deviation, and for the deviation he will create some ID. He will use that particular ID in different pages as well as the same page also he can use. So this is the way we should know about the semantic as well as the syntactic tags. So these are the basic syntactic elements where we are using in a web programming languages. You can mention the header with the some ID. So you can mention the footer with the same ID, header and footer as well as the main. These are the main things where we can use all three into different pages in same way. You can see same footer in all pages, you can see same header in all pages, you can see same main in all pages, but only the between part, what it means, in between frame only you can see different changes. Header will not change, footer will not change, as well as main is also not change. So for this purpose, he has used, developer will use the some ID. Based on the ID, he will create in different pages. So this is the good development technique to use or overcome from the overlap of coding. So now you can see lot of things here, figure related semantic tags as well as the article related things, summer as well as the time, all those things. Why we have to use these tags, semantic tags? Why we have to use this? And what is the main purpose of these semantic tags where we are using in a programming? Suppose one website is deployed into our internet. So I am accessing that internet and I will see the source code of that particular web page. When I am seeing the source of that particular website, in that website I cannot see semantic tags code. So what it means, developer is hiding some code. So he is mentioning some security on the web pages. So this is the main use to define semantic tags, as well as overload of coding. Overload of coding means he don't want to do same code, same syntax in different pages. So how can I overcome from that? He will create some ID for particular semantic tags and he will use that ID in different pages. So what it means, he is sharing, developer is sharing the code to all the pages, all the websites by using one ID. What it means, he is reusing the code in different applications as well as the different enterprises and different pages. So this is the main use of semantic tags. So how can I define the semantic tags and what is the basic frame of the particular websites? So you can see the basic skeleton of the website here. So you can see the header and navigation as well as the sections. You can see different frames in between footer and header. So this is the basic frame. Whatever the site you can see, you can mention or you can see all the frames like this. Suppose I can define the college website like this. College name or college logo comes under header file under navigation you can mention the menu buttons as well as home button as well as the students related button, all those things comes under navigation. And under section, under article, under asset tags, you can see that notification bar as well as the updates as well as the college related things as well as the some slideshow of your college images, all those things comes under middle frames. And under footer you can see some college related careers as well as the college copyrights as well as the college related some you can see some bookmarks, all those things comes under footer. So, this is the way we can define the tags as well as the frames to the websites. So, this is the way we can use, we will create the websites. So, we will do some exercises and we will see some exercises on this. So, you can see here, this is the header and this is the navigation bar and this is the section you can say or middle frame, you can say here some content or some article you can mention here, and this is the footer you can mention like this. So, this is the basic structure of the semantic tags as well as the frames, you can see like this. So, this is the style I have mentioned for this some headers as well as you can see body, under body you can see the header is the city gallery that comes under here, this is the header tag as well as some navigation, I have mentioned some navigation here with the links, we will learn about those things. And I am mentioning some article here and you can see the footer, and this is the way we will do some exercises. As well as here we should know about the semantic tags, right. So, div, deviation is the one of the example under semantic tag. So, for deviation he has mentioned some class. So, depends on the class he will use same thing in different web pages. Based on this he will mention or he can mention all the things in the different web pages. So, another example is like this. This is the example for navigation, you can see like this. So, navigation, under navigation I am mentioning some links. Once you clicked on the link you can see you can redirect to another site. So, this is the way, so it is redirected to another page. What it means? We can create links to one page to another page. So, this is the way we can create the links also. So, coming to our topic. So, this is the way we will do some exercises, means by using of semantic tags as well as the frames as well as the links, we will know how to create the redirection pages as well as the some basic structure of the websites. So, now we should know the in-depth concepts of headers as well as the HTML page tags as well as the body tags. Under body tags, what are the types or what are the tags we are using, and we will do some exercises by using that different tags here. So, under header tag, just we see title. Title comes under head tag only, as well as the script related thing, as well as the style related things. These are the basic things which comes under header tag, head tag. So, what it means? It will gives the information about your web page. What it means? It will give the author name, it will give some meta information for your web page, all the things. So, here you can see the title as well as the script. So, we will see some exercise on this. So here you can see under HTML, I haven't mentioned the head tag here. What it means? I am not using head tag here. So under body, you can see some header too, as well as the paragraph. So this is the way I can use the header. So once I run this, I can see like this, and here you can see the tags. So under title you can see this, and suppose when I went to paragraph, you can see the some tool here. On mouse you can see the tool here. I am a tooltip. So this is the way we can create some titles. So these are the attribute of paragraph here. So another one is so now next topic is body. This is the important thing, as well as the whatever the ideas, whatever the requirements that you have, you can mention under body only. What are the examples here? You can mention the images, you can mention the slideshows, you can mention the tables. Suppose you want to mention some radio buttons, as well as the check boxes, all those things, form related things, as well as the links related thing, anchor related things, all the things comes under body part only. Whatever the elements comes under body, everything can be seen in our web pages. So these are the different examples we are using under body part. For suppose you want to use paragraph related things, bold related things, italics, all the things comes like this. So in below you can see one side tags. One side tags means there is no end tag here. So under body part we can make some decoration on text based on some tags. Suppose you want to show some script in a bigger way, use the header one. Suppose you want to show the alignment in a center, then you can use the center. As well as you want to align the data or content in a right, you can use the right align tag here. As well as suppose you want to write some paragraph, write a p tag. And suppose you want to break that paragraph from one paragraph to another paragraph, use the break tag. So these are the different things. Also, we can mention some list. Suppose you are going to write some directors list. So under the directors list, you can mention the CEO name, as well as directors list, as well as the under director list. You can, after that directors list, you can mention the lecture names. All those things comes under list only. We will do some exercises on this. So now we will do some exercise on headings. What are the different headings we can use under our websites? How can I differentiate those headings, and how can I see that headings? So we will do some exercise on that. So here I have mentioned under body part H1, H2, H3, H4, all the related to headings only. You can see the different length or different sizes you can see here. Header 1 is bigger than header 2, like this only. Suppose wherever you want to decorate like this, then you can use this kind of tags. So this is the way we will do some headings related things. Suppose I want to mention some list, or I want to create some list, then so like this. Suppose you want to create some unordered list. Unordered list means some bullet related, or you can relate some anchor related. All those things comes under unordered list. There is no numbering, there is no alphabetical order, there is no other ordered. So this comes under unordered list. So what is a ordered list? suppose you want to mention in order way, different flow, suppose you want to step by step process, suppose you want to create in a numbering way, suppose you want to create in a ABCD related things, then you can mention in a ordered list. So we will do some exercise on this list, as well as under list you can see unordered list as well as the ordered list. So this is the example for that purpose. So here you can see H2 is the for header, and this is the tag for unordered list. Once you are going to create unordered list, please mention UL and as well as the any tag for that UL. Under that unordered list, you want to mention some list items, then you have to mention LI tag as well as the N tag for that LI. So like this we can create a unordered list. Suppose I want to create a ordered list. So same way you have to mention OL for the root tag, as well as you have to close with the end tag of /OL. After this you can mention whatever the list you want to use in under ordered list, that will automatically shows in a ordered way like this 1, 2, 3, and if you see in unordered list you can see radio buttons. So this is the way we will show ordered and unordered list in a browser. Now coming to some interesting topic as well as some decorative topic. How can I create a colors for my web pages? How can I mention or how can I decorate my context or data in my web pages? So based on the body or body colors as well as the color attribute, by using of color attribute we will do all those things decoration for our text. So how can I define that colors? So you can mention like a color equal to color name as well as the color equal to some hexadecimal number. By using of hexadecimal number you can mention color things like red, blue, white, all those things, as well as you can mention by using name also. Suppose you want to mix up with the colors, just use the hexadecimal number to mix up the colors. Suppose you want to specify the color for the particular font, particular context, just use the color equal to name. So here you can see under body I am adding some background color equal to BG color equal to some hexadecimal number here. Suppose I want to show whatever the text under body with the different hexadecimal number. Each and every hexadecimal number equal to a one color. So you can see, suppose I want to whatever the links I have in a web page, that comes with a different color. Suppose this is the way I can define the colors in my body part. Suppose I want to show on particular font, for particular font with a one color, just like a font color equal to white. So you can use direct names. Suppose you want to specify the specific color, then you can mention like this. So you can create background images also, you can create some background colors for the images also, you can do with the colors only. So we will do some exercise on this. So by using this exercise we can get knowledge on how to use the colors, how to make the colors to our text. This is the way, this is the example for the coloring our text. So here you can see the header. For header I am using the background color with the tomato. Tomato color will comes under header, first header with the style number. So tomato will appear with the tomato color. As well as you can see some background colors related, all those things like this. So this is the way we can mention all the colors under. So you can mention hexadecimal tags also like this. For the light gray, this is the white background we got. So suppose you want to make with different color, also you can mention like this. So this is the way we can mention different colors for the different context. So this is the beautiful thing to decorate our text. So here you can see different hexadecimal numbers for the particular respective colors. You can see all the respective colors as well as the hexadecimal numbers. So suppose you want to mention the color with the hexadecimal number, you can mention like this. So nowadays we are not using this hexadecimal numbers, directly we are using the color names. So then directly we can know what is the color for the particular text or content. So all those things related to body part. So under body part, what we have learned, how can I decorate the text and how can I add the links, how can I use the breaks as well as the headers, all the exercises we did in this before this chapter. And under body part, we have some other tags which are related to, suppose you want to make a bar under your page, suppose you want to divide or differentiate one content to another content, use the HR tag, which is actually the hyper rule which will differentiate one frame to another frame. As well as we will learn font related things. Under font related things, what is the font family I have to use and what is the background color for the font, whatever the font I am using under web pages, as well as I want to show up the text color. I can use all those things in font related concept here. So under body only all those things can be used. Suppose I want to make a text in a strong way, suppose bold way, suppose I want to show in an italic way. So all those things comes under this font related family only, font related tag only. So I can mark all the text, as well as I want to show in a smaller way, I want to show in a power related things also comes under here. Suppose I want to make an expression, log expressions, all those things, super types, subtypes, all those things comes under these HR as well as then font related tags only. So you can we will do some exercise on this. So I want to show how can I format my super types as well as the subtypes. We can see some differentiation. On the these things. So here you can see the super type as well as the subtype. This is the way we can display using super type. So this is the example for the super type, as well as suppose I want to show some body related things. Here you can font to exercise. Suppose I want to make some font related styles here, you can see and you can mention like this. So this is the way we will do the exercise for the fonts. And suppose I want to show image or images with the some related some heights as well as some altered text, you can see like this only. We will do some exercise on these images, and we will show, I will show how can I show image in my web page. So this is the way we will show image in websites. So this is the tag, img tag with the source where your picture has, and you want to show some altered on that, then you can easily mention like this. So in this session, what we learned, how can I edit the text, how can I color the text, and what are the basic parts of the HTML, and what are the tags I can use in different parts, and under body part how can I mention the color for the particular text, and how can I use the font family, all those things we learn in this topic. So, have a great day. This is the second session of the HTML. This is the after this session we will learn how can I create a frames and how can I show the some exercise on the basic HTML web pages. We will do some static HTML pages. So, thank you.